Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Rams will be in a hole thanks to that short return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Got it in the middle. It's Ross.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the Rams line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. Looking for a man. It's Rashada. Setting up the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
You just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And the Dogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The Rams moving quickly to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. And they got him for the sack.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Looking for a man. It's Rashada. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
From the gun, running back gets to give. On the move is the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Rams are in the hurry-up. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Henderson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating a loss on him.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice. It is nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5. And those linebackers,
open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. What a grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll immediately call timeout. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg. A strike downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Dogs will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown Bulldogs.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the ground with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Rams will punt this one away. Bringing it back, it's White. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looking to throw, it's Rashada. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, men. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Just about set for the 2nd half kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Starting this third quarter on the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Bulldogs in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Rashada. Finds the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. 6th play of the drive coming up. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's cool.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Wide out in motion. Caught behind the line. It's White. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Looking to pass. It's Rashada. Touchdown, Dogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. App State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Boone had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ross. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Rams racing to the line in a hurry-up.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It's a draw. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
On the move, it's Henderson. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Those big dogs up front are controlling the game, and they have this running game by the throat.
Just absolutely dominating up front. And this is what they do. This Georgia defense, their priority every single game, stop the run. Make sure you don't get that part going. That is a non-negotiable for a Georgia defense.
At the 40. Good enough for a first down.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. The give to the single back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Going up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Powers forward. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Trying to find his man on first down. can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a red line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Looking for a block. It's White. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers.
Oh, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. Finds space on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And he tacks on the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Coming after him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. And he tacks on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's got an open man. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Rashada. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. The Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
And the defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Number 12, in punt formation.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look